what happens with in your death about the airstrike in Syria. What happens? Mm-hmm. You want to read?
Yes, but you wouldn't let me.
Well, I'll stand corrected by my teacher.
No, I'm teasing.
Would you like
But
to
I will read. You finish, and then I will, because I think you'll find it interesting. You want me to go first?
I want you to go first because I want to end with this.
I mean, this is synchronicity. I just feel. Okay. He found himself in the what would happen if I started writing some things down when you were first talking. What would happen if about coming to my door? What hangs on their walls? I discovered it in the shadows, the ants crawling on the ground, a long red line, and I wanted them to be safe. So my twin sister and I bent down and poked secret tunnels into the earth so that the ants could crawl into them. We wanted them to be safe. We wanted them to be safe from the sounds of bombs, from the lights of drones, from angry knocks at the door, from the rush of fire from guns, from the rackety sounds, from the screams, from the chemicals that made us cry. You never know when what will show up and wake you up. A gallery of white tents grounded by big rocks to keep the wind from blowing us away. The language of your turn is not yet. Two girls say it is our turn in their faces. They snuggle up to each other and begin to smile into the cameras. Their eyes dart around. Are they seeking approval? Is it okay to smile? They cannot resist. They giggle. It is their turn. It is their faces eager to be seen. This is their turn for the world to notice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So sometimes, we need to write about the dark, and that's really what this book is. It's mostly about the death of a child, somebody calling me a girl when I'm a woman, about a granddaughter who didn't like the F word that her cousins were saying, and it turns out, so it starts out with so if you keep going with writing about that, you'll get some other place. So I use writing to sort things out that I'm confused about or upset about or just don't know what to do. So this is on page 109. Doug and I are writing right now about our very heavy tax bill, which you could be very happy about because that means you must have had a lot of profit, right? So we're writing about the dark of taxes. They go to pay for the military. That goes to the strikes, and you go just ramble. Things I didn't know. I think there are things I didn't know about, and then all of a sudden I did. Like now I know about Malaysian Airlines and mudslides, and now I know about Grant Wood, the artist, but I don't really remember when I found out about him. I don't know when I learned about peanut butter, mayonnaise, and banana sandwiches. Some things, it seems, I've always known. I haven't always known about losing love, being in love deeply and profoundly, and then poof, it is gone. I didn't always know that my brother was dead until one moment, then I always knew it. I don't think you can ever be familiar with that. Maybe like you can't ever be familiar with the moon, the full moon, or the weather, the new spring, or the intense winter. So we talk about it and exclaim. I didn't always know Paul the photographer. Then one day I met him, and in a moment we fell in complete appreciation for each other's work, each other's art of expressing the tension of being alive, the foreverness of it, moment by moment, the yearning to be awake and not miss it. We can't find enough ways to say it.
We have a grandson who's never talked.
Yes, that's right. That's Hayward. That's right. I think our hearts start breaking the minute we stop nursing. We grief. We pretend we don't grieve, but life is filled with loss, and it's part of the richness of life. Irene's just written an amazing book about grief, losing her brothers, and it's so beautiful. It's so real. So it breaks your heart. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate your support, and keep buying the books and giving them away as presents, or find a bookstore or a place for me to read, and I'll come do that. Okay, I'm going up to Almont, Ontario later in the month to read at a bookstore and do a workshop. So who knows?
And Cincinnati in June.
Cincinnati to the
Great.
Catholic
That's so
Church in
great,
June.
Nancy.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.